The teaser of Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone series has come, and I am going to break down every detail according to the book. And if you watch this video completely, then I promise you that you will understand the entire teaser according to the book. However, let me tell you a little bit of my reaction, that how I felt while watching a lot of things were perfect, like the golden trio, Harry, Hermione, and Ron. I found this book to be extremely accurate. I mean, practically, as much as similar casting could have been done, it has been done. We already knew this, but they had to be seen in the character, which we have seen now. However, I thought Hagrid was fine in appearance. As it was told, a giant-sized man, which is almost 2 times longer than a normal man and is at least 5 times wider. If we look at Hagrid in this shot, then his appearance looks the same. But his face, it was said in the book that Hagrid's face matches his giant size. But Nick Frost, who is playing the role of Hagrid in this series, his face is looking a little too slim. And second, Snape. The whole world has already known about Snape's casting, that Snape has been made black, which can spoil the plot of the whole series. However, look, this is just a teaser. Sometimes things happen in the teaser, and then something else comes out. So I can't comment on this right now. Now let's break down the teaser. In the first shot of the teaser, we see Uncle Vernon reading the newspaper, which is a very good detail. Because in the movie, this thing was not so much focused. But in the book, Uncle Vernon used to read the newspaper often, and Harry had learned from him that if someone is reading a newspaper, they should not disturb it. But if we focus a little on Uncle Vernon, then his description in the book is of a big, bulky, and beefy man. That is, a fat and muscular man whose neck is almost like a nose. But he has a very big mustache. This is how he is described in the book. But here he looks fit to us. After that, in the next shot, we see Harry, who is pushed and sent to the closet below Harry. And of course, the whole world knows that Harry used to live there. And in the next shot, we see Harry crying, which is a good detail, because we also have to show the struggles of Harry's life. After that, we see Harry running to school, which is another very good thing, because it was not shown anywhere in the movie. But before going to Hogwarts in the books, Harry used to go to a normal school with Dudley, where he had no friends, because Dudley and his friends Dennis, Malcolm, Gordon, and his best friend Piers Polkus used to bully him all the time. And in this shot, we are getting to see that. In the next scene, we see Aunt Petunia cutting Harry's hair. And this scene is also from the book. You must know that before knowing about the Visiting World and Hogwarts, there were very strange things with Harry. Like once Aunt Petunia was making Harry wear Dudley's old sweater. It was so small that it could fit in his hand like a glove. And once when Dudley's gang was following Harry, somehow Harry climbed on the roof of the school. And the zoo event was also shown in the movie. The fourth event is this, when Aunt Petunia cut Harry's hair so short that he looked almost bald. Although she had left the front hair long so that his scar would be hidden. But when Harry woke up the next morning, he saw that his hair had grown as much as it was before the cut. After which, we get to see a close-up look of Harry. And I have already told you that I have liked Dominic McLaughlin as Harry a lot. Still, let me tell you the book description of Harry. In the book, Harry was thin according to his age, and his face was also thin. His eyes were bright green, just like his mother. His hair was black and always messy. And he had a thin lightning bolt-shaped mark on his forehead. He wore round glasses that were often taped, because Dudley always punched him in the face. And everything about Harry is according to the book. Just don't put cello tape on his glasses and that's it. And yes, Aunt Petunia's description in the book is given as a thin and blonde woman. Most importantly, her neck is almost twice as long as normal. Although I don't know why she wore glasses in the teaser. And as far as her appearance is concerned, it is fine, because it is difficult to get a complete replica of the book. The teaser of Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone series has come, and I am going to break down every detail according to the book. And if you watch this video completely, then I promise you that he is surprised to see it, because no one had ever sent him a letter before, after which Uncle Vernon snatches the letter from him. Anyway, in the next scene, we see Hagrid and Harry in an underground train, and this is the same scene when Hagrid is taking Harry to Diagon Alley. In this scene, we hear that Hagrid is telling Harry about his parents. But the problem is that in the book, Hagrid had told him about Voldemort and Harry's parents in a broken hut, when Uncle Vernon took them there to escape from the letter. And Hagrid had told all this in front of the Dursley family. However, I don't know why they shifted this scene to the underground train. After that, we see Harry's scar in this scene, after which, in the next shot, we see Harry running towards platform 9 3/4, and then sitting in Hogwarts Express, from where Harry sees Ron and Molly Weasley. And this scene is also from the book. And in the book, it was explained with a lot of emotion, and hopefully we get to see the same depth and emotions in the series. And in the next iconic scene, we see Hagrid, who has come to Hogwarts Express to pick up the first-year students. And in my personal opinion, I really like this cinematic scene. When Hogwarts Express comes and the kids are going towards Hogwarts, in which everyone sees lanterns in their hands. Bro, this scene made the day. However, you must know that the first-year students go from the boat to Hogwarts after getting off from Hogwarts Express. Now, don't think that the series has changed anything here, because we see the first-year students walking with Hagrid. Actually, the process of going to Hogwarts is something like this step by step. First of all, when the first-year students get off from Hogwarts Express at Hogsmeade Station, then Rubeus Hagrid gathers them at one place. He has a lamp in his hand that guides them in the dark. Then all the students go through a steep, narrow, and a little slippery path behind Hagrid, which goes through dense trees. And the scene we saw in the teaser is the same. They go ahead and reach the shore of a big black lake, where small boats are ready, and maximum 4 students go to Hogwarts in each boat. Now in the next scene, we see Minerva McGonagall. In the book, McGonagall is a long black-haired witch who always wears emerald green robes. Her face is very strict and serious, and Harry at first glance feels that she is such a teacher who should not be messed with. And seeing McGonagall in the teaser, the same vibes are coming, or it would not be wrong to say that I also like McGonagall's casting. After which we get a glimpse of the Sorting Hat, then of the Golden Trio. Then a scene comes where Mr. Ollivander is giving his wand to Harry. However, there is no mention in the book that Mr. Ollivander wears glasses, and here in this scene we can see him with glasses. I don't understand what obsession he has with glasses. After this, we get a glimpse of Hogwarts class, then of Gryffindor dormitory. Then we see Draco Malfoy with Crabbe and Goyle. And along with it, we see one more student who, according to me, is Pansy Parkinson. Then we see Ron and Harry tearing the package of Nimbus 2000. And in the next glimpse, we see a glimpse of the match between Gryffindor and Hufflepuff. And let me tell you that in Harry's first year, 3 matches of Gryffindor were scheduled. One was Slytherin, which we also saw in the movie, the second with Hufflepuff, and the third with Ravenclaw. Then we see Hermione and Ron cheering Harry. Ron is told to be long, thin, and a little lanky in the books. He has flaming red hair, a long nose, and big hands and feet, and he has freckles on his face, while Hermione is told to have a lot of bushy brown hair, and his front teeth are a little big. And Ron and Hermione are quite book accurate, although Ron's description is not matching slightly. But I think this description will start matching after a year or two. Because there was a news that the Harry Potter cast had a bone test, in which they have been cast according to how their appearance will develop later. After that, in the next scene, we see the class of herbology. Then Ron and Harry look a little funny in Hogwarts Express, and Hagrid looks funny in the snow. And if we look at his face from here, I don't think his face is thin here. See, that's why I said we can't give a final verdict from the teaser. After which we get a glimpse where we see Gryffindor team cheering before Quidditch match. Then Ron and Harry are seen in Gryffindor dormitory. Then we get a glimpse of Snape, whose book description is useless. And then we get a glimpse of Albus Dumbledore. In the book, Dumbledore is a tall, thin, and very old wizard. His hair and beard are long silver. It can fit in such a long belt. His eyes are bright blue and he wears half-moon-shaped specs. His nose is a little long and a little crooked. And Dumbledore also looked quite book-accurate to me. But I didn't feel much of his energy in this teaser. According to an old man, I found the calmness to be a little missing. After that, we see that iconic scene in which Harry, Ron, and Hermione were in Hogwarts Express. And then after the teaser ends, we find out how the Harry Potter logo theme will be. Although I like this theme a lot. And after that, we find out that this series will be released not in 2027, but in 2026 around Christmas. Now let's talk about what I liked and what I didn't like. I like the casting of the Golden Trio the most. Almost perfect book accuracy, cinematography, especially Hogwarts' arrival with lanterns, McGonagall and Dumbledore's overall look, details like Vernon's newspaper, school bullying, and Petunia's haircut scene. And the things I didn't like so much. Hagrid's face looking a little slim, Snape's casting, which can have an impact on the story, some scene changes like Hagrid's parents' reveal in the underground train. And one more thing I didn't like. As we know, the Philosopher's Stone event is between 1991 and 1992. And you tell me honestly, did you get the 90s vibe in the trailer? I mean, looking at the teaser, it seems like this is the current event. Although I will say again that we cannot reach any conclusion from the teaser. So for now, I don't have any final comment on this. Let's wait for the trailer and then see what happens.